Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. You join me in the kitchen. It is rather warm in here, so apologies if I'm looking a little bit sweaty. The heat wave has come to London and we have glorious sunshine here in London this week. It has been an absolute scorcher. I popped over to Luke and Zara's last night to sit out in their garden. It was lovely. We had some Aperol spritz and some nibbles. Luke got the barbecue on the go, and I also took over the clematis that we had here on the roof garden that just didn't seem to be growing any bigger year after year. And when I took it out of the pot, the roots were like spaghetti and yeah, very kind of entangled in this pot. So obviously it wants somewhere to spread its roots, so it's gone off to their garden to hopefully grow up their fence. So that has a new home now. I will take you out onto the roof garden in a little bit because I feel like we've got quite a few home updates, renovation updates as well, which is very exciting. So things feel like they are kind of progressing a little bit more. I felt like we'd come to a bit of a standstill for a while. As you might be able to see, behind me we have some new shelves. That is in. We've got some panelling in. So yeah, I will give you a bit of an update on this. The builder's coming back tomorrow to complete the panelling on this side behind you and install a shelf across here as well. So I might vlog for a few days and then hopefully include that within this vlog. So lots of home updates are on the way, and I'm really excited to be working with HelloFresh on today's video. I've got the box up there. Actually, it's quite helpful to show you how deep these shelves are. I'm very pleased with those. They're going to be deep enough that I can put my plates on there, but I actually put the box up there because Pumpkin and Mittens do like to clamber up here. They get all the way on the top of this one and they love a cardboard box, so I haven't parted with this just yet. But if you're new to HelloFresh, I've got a really good discount code for you, so don't miss out on this one. They've very kindly given me the code Carrington60, which will get you 60% off your first box. You'll also get 25% off the next 2 months of boxes, and you'll get free desserts for life as well. So a really lovely offer. Ooh, I'm just stepping back onto the kitten's bowls. Do you ever do that? And find yourself tripping over them? So yeah, fabulous offer from HelloFresh. A big thank you to them for that very generous discount. You can always scan the code on the screen as well if you want to use your mobile. If you're watching me on your television set in your living room, feel free to scan the QR code there and that'll take you straight through. I'll link the link to HelloFresh in the description box along with all the details that you need. But last night I had a delicious meal that I made with HelloFresh. What I love about them, especially at this time of year, is the flexibility, because you can change how many meals you want every week. You can pause or cancel at any time, and you can also pause it if you're going away. Or you can do what me and Luke and Kate did when we went for a little trip together and stayed in a holiday cottage, and you can change your delivery address so you can get food sent to wherever you're going on holiday. So it's really, really convenient. Last night I had this one, which was absolutely so tasty. It's the sea bass in creamy chorizo sauce, one of their premium meals. Really lovely treat. That one, I highly recommend you try it if you like your seafood. And then for today, I thought I'd have the lamb steak in garlic butter sauce. Often in summertime, I lack kind of inspiration. I'll often just go to make quite a simple salad. So it's really nice to introduce some really interesting meals into my week. And also, I love how fresh all the ingredients are. So I feel like I'm having something quite healthy. Later on, I'm going to be heading off filming. So it's nice to know that I've had like a proper meal, a home cooked meal. And sometimes I'll even make more and pack an extra dinner with me. And this sounds fab as well. The lime glazed halloumi, avocado and pomegranate, and this one you can make in 25 to 30 minutes. So I quite like the ones that are quite speedy to cook because often I'm rushing around. So yeah, I'm gonna have the lamb steak later on, I think, before I head off. So if you want to try it out for yourself, you can chop and change with the amount of meals you're getting. You can cancel at any time, pause it, or as I say, change the delivery address as well. So really, really convenient for summer. I'm actually heading off to Leeds to go filming. It's not for packed lunch because, as we know, that is no longer. So it'll be quite nice to be doing that journey again, but quite strange to be going up there and not filming that. So yeah, I'm off there for a few days. I thought whilst we're up there as well, maybe I'll take you on a little look around Leeds city centre, because all the times I've been up there, I've often not had a chance to properly explore. I felt like I've never really fully vlogged, like maybe around the city centre. So we might include that. It might be a really long vloggy vlog, as well as some home updates for you. So yeah, that is the plan for this one. Got a nice dinner sorted for later on. Right, I think we should, what should we do first? A quick look at the kitchen, I guess, as I've just been telling you about this side, but you haven't seen it just yet. Very pleased with it. I'll spin you around, and then maybe we'll pop out onto the scaffolding and I'll show you what the external walls are looking like now as well. So this is all a little bit rough and ready. I'll just move the box out of the way for you to see this, but I am very pleased with how this is looking. So we have the paneling going in all the way around now. This is the MDF paneling that I've got from Wix. And then we've added some solid wood shelving. I've put the primer and undercoat on, stop the knots showing through. This is all ready for painting, but I've just popped things back into place for now, as the kitchen is still functioning in between all of these jobs. And some of you were actually asking about the coffee that I picked up whilst I was in Munich, and this is the one. So I just got a packet of that in the supermarket there, because I forgot to actually show you within that vlog. So if you're wondering what coffee I like to buy when I'm in Germany, this is it. And yeah, it's lovely. So there we go. So I had to stock up on that. And yeah, nice and deep here, so I can get plates piled up into here. At the moment, I've got plates in the cupboard below here, which is not the best place for them. I want them to be accessible. So once all this is painted and decorated, there will be some organisation happening in here. I don't know if you can see, so I might lose this IKEA microwave shelf once I've sorted all this. So I probably won't need it. I'm not sure yet. Maybe it'll go over the other side, because it's quite handy. Behind here, I'll show you on the other side as well, so it's a bit easier to see, but we have some lovely new plugs. And so across all of this side, the paneling is now on. It's still got the masking tape just where it's drying, because this has been glued to the wall, and then it's got like it's a tile edger actually that I went for, just a plastic one, but I'm gonna paint all of this. So I wanted something really simple just to finish the edging. I mean, potentially I could glue on like an ornate bit of beading on top of that, but I just wanted something nice and neat for the time being. The wall is drying nicely, as you can see, so this was really wet. The inside of this, it still looks very dark, but it does feel touch dry now, so I don't know if that's a thing with plaster. Let me know if you've ever experienced that, where the darkness remains even though the moisture's gone, because I'm pretty certain, touch wood, touch the MDF, that all the leaks are sorted now. So I haven't gone over with the mist coat just yet on this section, because we are making sure that this is as dry as it can be. But yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Because this is completely dry now, but there is dark patches. So yes, I'm just monitoring it, and obviously keeping an eye out when using the hose pipe on the roof garden that nothing is coming through. But it seems to be all good, as I say, touch wood. So there's a bit more here to do. Because this was still a little bit damp looking, we thought we'd hold off until the builder's coming back tomorrow. So this has had a good week or so, and we have got the very warm weather. Again, it looks dark up there, but I do feel that's touch dry, so I'm just monitoring it to make sure. Also, I think there might be some wooden beams behind these sections, so what could be happening is that where they've just been completely soaked, it's kind of moisture within the wall, which is going to take its time to come out. So I'm not in any hurry to paint that, but behind all of here was completely dry before this was stuck on. So one more little bit to do here, and then a shelf will be going along. I've just marked where I think it should go with masking tape. I want it to be nice and high, so it's away from the hob and, you know, the sink, but also within easy reach just to place things on too. So very exciting. Okay, so I've just put some washing on. It's the perfect day to do it, and also I have to do it because I am leaving later and the sun is shining. So I'm thinking if I do the washing now and get it out on the line and get that dried, and then yeah, I just sat down at my desk. I've just been answering a couple of emails. This morning has been a very busy morning, so I was doing radio interviews all morning, so I did 15 this morning, so it was a very, very busy morning. And now, what am I going to do next? Should we go outside and I'll show you how it's looking out there? I think we should do that, because then I need to kind of focus on making some food and packing my suitcase and getting myself off up to Leeds this afternoon. So yeah, we'll go outside and have a little look. It's so lovely out there as well. And I'll show you the roof garden too, and show you how the flowers are getting on up there. Gosh, it is hot out here, and you can probably hear the aeroplanes flying over as always. It's that time where they're all taking off on their travels, on their holidays, wherever it is that they're off to. I always wonder, you can get the app, can't you, that tells you where planes are going. I must download that one day. But yeah, as you can see, we have a rendered and painted wall behind me. I have been slapping on the old layers of paint out here, and I'm really pleased with how it's looking. So hopefully this will be the end of any kind of little leaks coming in. It's hard to show you without something to contrast against. If I just go up to the top there, you can see the edge of the coping stones there, which now have the groove cut into them. And yeah, it's just all looking very nice and smart, nice and sealed, all matching. yeah, very happy with that. And even around all the drain pipes as well, I've had a good look at all this, made sure there's no leaks around there, and all across the top as well. Lovely, fresh coat of paint. Very pleased. Whilst the scaffolding has been up and in place, I've also been looking at things like the guttering up on the main roof that you can kind of access a lot easier from here now the scaffolding is up, just to kind of check all those areas and make sure that I'm utilising the scaffolding while it's here. I've been checking around all the window frames, any drainage around the kitchen, that sort of thing, just checking all the pipes, checking nothing's leaking, giving everything a good clean and tidy. I've also done some work on the bottom of the sash window as well. I've had the builder work on that a little bit where it had rotted, and again, having the scaffolding up means that he was able to work on it from the outside as well as the inside, so it made it easier for him to do that. So yeah, lots has happened, very pleased with it. It's very noisy, isn't it? Right, let's head inside. Whew, it is very, very, very warm out there. My goodness. London in the summertime is fabulous, it's wonderful, but sometimes it can feel very, very hot with it being a city, so it's lovely when you get the breeze, but at the moment it's feeling quite sort of static air out there, so it's very, very warm. I think it'll be a case of getting the air conditioning on in the car a bit later on as I head up to King's Cross, because I'm sweating. Wow. Very, very warm. I hope you've got lovely weather wherever you're watching from. I've got a package here from Dusk that I sent off for. This is the second one I've sent off for since buying my charity shop find cushion. It was the boucle style one. And I thought I'd have a look on their website, and the same ones were on sale. So this cushion cover cost me £12, which was a bargain. And I had a little look, and if you go on, what did I have to do to get this? I think I signed up for their newsletter to get free delivery as well. So it was just the £12 for this. And it's a really big size. Another one of their, yeah, boucle style cushions, and it's got the plain linen on the other side, so I reckon a lot of you probably quite like this style. I know it's very popular, so if their sale's still on, it's worth a look. So yeah, it's dusk.com. I've never bought anything else from them before, but I've also bought a cushion pad to go inside it, and so now having bought one from the charity shop, I ended up buying 3, but I got a good price for all of them in total, including my charity shop one, then 2 in the sale, and these are going to go on the sofa in the loft, so it's going to be that lovely kind of nice natural fabric, nice simple neutral style. But with boucle, I think it's such a commitment with furniture pieces, but with cushion covers where we can whip these off, we can, you know, swap them in the future if it does get too much, if the kitten's claws get too involved with it, we've got options there. And also the fact that you can turn this around and use the linen side, I think that is lovely. And the insert as well, these were also quite reasonable and they're nice and squishy. I've got the 65 by 65. Those cushion covers come in a few different sizes as well, so I'm excited to get those sorted upstairs in the loft room, and that will be lovely for there. And then what was I going to say? Oh, by the way, the radio interviews, I've got to say what they were about. I've been giving decluttering tips and storage solutions, and yeah, I was talking to lots of different radio stations about this. Now's a good time for us to be doing it, isn't it? I know it's very hot and very warm, so that kind of physical activity can be challenging, but it's a great time because if we have an outside space, you can get things out in the garden, you can wash things outside. I've washed all my rugs in the bath and hung them on the line. And you might have seen last week's video where I was helping my friend Helen to declutter, and we made a really good start with it. And I think, you know, being able to put things outside for people to collect as well without it getting rained on, now is kind of the time. So if you can face it and you've got any of those kind of areas in your home, you know, your sheds, your garages, that kind of thing, it can be a great time to be doing it. Lofts, not so much, because unless you've got very good insulation, they can be absolutely scorching, and you know, there's no air in them at this time of year. So I wouldn't recommend doing your lofts, but if you have got any of those areas in your home, or even just for a good spring clean, a deep clean, I love the fact that at the moment, if you mop the floor, it dries really quickly, or you know, if you wipe down your surfaces, they just dry almost instantly. I find that really satisfying, and yeah, I quite enjoy cleaning and decluttering in this scorching hot weather for some reason. So there we are. Probably should be just sat outside in the park, but there's me deciding to get involved with friends' basements. So if you missed that video, I will link it in the description box. It was a lot of fun, and it's a long one as well, so if you like a long declutter video, do head over to that. We might do a little revisit there as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go make some food now. I wanna have like a late lunch, early dinner. What time are we on? It is 2:30, so it is kind of like a late lunch for me. And then, yeah, I need to get myself packed up. then we'll head across London to King's Cross and make our way up to Leeds for the next couple of days. So I've got a filming day tomorrow, then I have a free day after that. So that is when I thought we could do a nice bit of exploring. It's nice to have a look around, isn't it? Especially on the vlogs. And I know a lot of you really enjoyed the recent travel vlogs as well. So I will be bringing you more of those throughout the summer and also throughout the year. I've got some really exciting trips planned. So yeah, do subscribe if you like the travel content, because there's lots more travel vlogs coming for you very soon. Right then, let's head back to the kitchen and let's make a nice little bit of late lunch, early dinner. So when you do a HelloFresh meal, the recipe card will have a number on it, and then the ingredients come in a corresponding bag. So it's all numbered, everything's packaged up, ready to go, and everything in here is weighed out for you. So it's just a case of following the very easy to follow instructions. Here we go, this looks absolutely delicious. I'm going to dig into this now. That is very good, and somebody, as always, has come to see what I'm eating. Get you your dinner soon. Oh, hello Mittens. Just chilling out here on the floor by the tool bag. Is that nice and cool? I feel like they gravitate towards anything a little bit cool. So she's enjoying the floor in the living room. How are you today? Well, that was absolutely delicious, and I'm glad that I've eaten now, because often on days like today where I'm rushing around, I'll forget to eat until it's that bit too late, especially if I'm going to catch a train, and we don't want to be catching a rush hour train when we're hungry, that is for sure. So yeah, I'm glad I've had a lovely bit of food before I head on off. I'm going to hang the washing out now, and yeah, I'll show you some bits on the roof garden. And it's a very makeshift washing line. I've just propped a post up here and put things out on their hangers, because in this sun, these should dry in hopefully no time at all. So this is the pot here that had the clematis in, so I've got a spare pot now, which is handy. I'll plant something in there. In fact, I might put this geranium in that I picked up the other day. Got this from the boot sale for £2, and it's a tiny bit dry, so I need to get that in some soil ASAP. But I also picked up this bamboo. This was from Lidl, and this was £6.99. I'm going to put this in a pot as well, because I think this will make a really nice addition to the roof garden. It's nice and rustly, isn't it? Everything is in the middle, so it's a real mess out here at the moment because the sides have been worked on. But hopefully I'll be able to put this back, and I've got a nice free afternoon very soon. But I just wanted to show you how everything's doing. I do need to give everything a good water before I head off. The wild strawberries are growing. Oh, go on, look at the size of that. That's going straight in my mouth. Oh, yum, these are like sweets. I'll just eat them straight off the bush. Very, very tasty. And this has come up as a real surprise. This was flowers for the bees from the boot sale. There was 3 little or 4 little plants, and that's come up fantastic. Then we have this one here, which is great for the butterflies. The white geraniums down here, they're kind of tucked around. I do need to get these forward because I don't want them to get missed out with the hose. And yeah, the olive tree. Here, what have we got here? We've got a succulent here that's gone a little bit wild. So it's all a bit higgledy-piggledy out here. I do need to have a proper tidy up. I just thought I would show you the reality. Not ideal to be watering it at this time of day, but I'm going to make sure everything's had a really good soak. Right, I've banged that in there. That is not a permanent home probably for this one. I think I've got a slightly smaller pot somewhere, but that will just keep it happy for the time being. All of this has been re-rendered with a nice diagonal line, so that's where some, oops, it's my t-shirt blowing in the wind. Yeah, that's where some water was getting through some of these cracks. So yeah, with this nice diagonal line, hopefully that's going to stop that. And Mittens and Pumpkin are just chilling out at the top of the stairs next to the Hoover. Is that nice, Pumpkin? Got my mop bucket in the background there. Daddy's been cleaning today, hasn't he? Gave the bathroom tiles a good mop. Well, I just popped out, and while I was out I popped into Lidl to pick up a few bits. I thought I'd get some snacks for the train later on. So as we haven't done a Lidl haul here in such a long time, I used to do quite big grocery hauls on here, but I don't tend to do the big shops anymore, but occasionally I'll pop in and get some bits and pieces. So I thought I'd show you what I bought in Lidl. First of all, I picked up these in the middle aisle. They're these shoes that you can actually wear in the sea, so they're kind of like made out of wetsuit material, and these are only $4.99, and Luke had a pair of them. He showed me them last night, and I thought I must look out for some, so I was really pleased to see them in store because they're perfect for the beach. You know, if it's really rocky or a little bit, you know, like tough like gravelly bits in the sand. It's quite nice to have a pair of those for swimming in the sea. And I picked up some of these. They've got some quite nice picnic bits in store, and I picked up these 4 spinach and feta parcels. These were £1.99, quite nice just for snacking on, so I thought I'd take those with me. I also picked up some Mars bars, which I like to have in the hotel room, and I got some ice cream just to pop in the freezer. This is the mint choc chip, and this size that they do, I think this is £1.79, and they do it in all different flavours. I really like the caramel one and also the vanilla, and it's a really nice ice cream for that price, so very impressed with the gelatel, I can't say it. There we go. It's got it in all different flavours anyway. I'm too hot to pronounce that right now. And I picked up this for the train as well, or for maybe this evening, this high protein chocolate and caramel flavour pudding. This was on offer, I think this was 85p for that. And I also picked up, just for the cupboard here, some Oaties, the Towergate biscuits. These are really nice, and the builder likes these too. I think these are 55p. They're kind of like hobnobs, and they're really good. And I got some milk chocolate peanuts, again to pop in the fridge here. I just thought they're quite nice to have in. I've bought loads of sweets basically. And I picked up this as well. This is a Starbucks chocolate hazelnut flavour cappuccino limited edition. And yeah, I just thought that sounded really delicious, and I love a cold iced coffee at this time of year. So I might take this with me, or I might just pop it in the fridge. And it's one of those things that when I come home, it's like a nice surprise. I could put this over ice and it'll be lovely. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got some coconut water as well. I really like the coconut water that you get in Lidl. So I've got a couple of those I'm going to shove into my suitcase and take them with me. Hopefully the hotel room has a fridge in it. And I also picked up one of these ginger shots. Now they've got these in store now. I think they're new. And they also had the turmeric shots, and there was another kind of little shot as well. They've got some nice ingredients in here. So it's mostly apple juice. Then you've also got the ginger juice, lemon juice as well. So a nice little refreshing shot there. And I also picked up one of these high protein drinks. It's got 35 grams of protein in it, and it's banana flavour, because I didn't have an emergency banana on me, but I can take my high protein emergency banana milkshake with me on the train later on. So that is everything that I picked up in Lidl. Right, I need to go and pack my suitcase now, pop a few of these bits away, and yeah, it'll be time for me to head off.
You're keeping me on. Yeah, I'm strapped in, stuck in a song you can't turn off. Like a merry-go-round, my head is spinning. I see you rapping about, I'm sure as hell not. 'Cause in my mind we're smiling on the dance floor, late nights getting addicted like we're on a own run. Got no words, no, 'cause we're so young. We were so young. We're in your car singing crazy through the radio. I remember it like time's been frozen still. Oh, had no words, no.
Okay, I have made it to Leeds. It is 10 p.m. It's a little bit later than I had hoped to be arriving at the hotel. The train was slightly delayed, and the train was very crowded. I was sitting on the floor the first part of the journey because the previous train had been cancelled. I think there had been delays all day, so at least it got here pretty much on time. And yeah, I've just checked in. I need to dye my beard because this side, as you can see, it was recently I think it was World Vitiligo Day or something Vitiligo Day. Anyway, my vitiligo is showing rather a lot, so I need to dye my beard before filming tomorrow. But I think when I'm not filming, I'm going to start having a little bit of a break from dyeing it, because I just don't like dyeing it. So you might see me with patchy beard some days and fully dyed beard other days, and we'll just go with it on YouTube. But for filming and for continuity and everything else, I need to kind of keep it looking smart. So I'm going to do that. And I want to fake tan as well. So yes, probably going to be another hour or so before I go to bed. And also, I don't know if you can hear this. There is joyful chanting outside from youths, because today is prom. I think there's lots of teenagers dressed up in their prom dresses and in their suits, and they're outside having a party. Prom was not a thing when I finished school, when I finished secondary school or high school. Yeah, it wasn't a thing. I just remember, I think we had a day where, maybe it was like a half day on the last day of school, and I think people, maybe we didn't have to wear our uniforms. I can't remember, but I don't recall a prom as such. So there we go. But yeah, they are all out enjoying themselves, so it might be a noisy evening as well. Yeah, I probably don't need to rush to get to bed. But I've got the windows open now because it's very warm in the room. I've just found a fan, so I'm going to blast that with the windows open while everyone's being noisy outside. And later on, if I need to close the windows, hopefully it'll have cooled down a bit in here by then. But I've noticed as well, when you open the windows at the moment, all the flies come in, don't they? So you have to be careful with like the lamps and the lights. So we want the air to come in, we don't want the flies and the moths in here, and I need to dye my beard and stop rambling. So I've got a busy day of filming tomorrow, and then yeah, I've got Saturday free. So we will be having a little look around Leeds city centre. It was nice coming up this evening. A Thursday evening is what I used to do all the time for packed lunch, you know, for I think it was the best part of 3 years. So very familiar journey for me, and really nice to kind of just be back on that train again and arrive back into Leeds. It feels very kind of like at home for me coming up here, but I'm in a different hotel. I'm not in my usual hotel. If you're a regular viewer here, you might remember the old Holiday Inn Express that I used to stay in, although the background looks kind of similar in here. But yeah, I'm in a completely different hotel on the other side of Leeds. I've got no idea where I am actually. I'm out of Leeds city centre. So there we go. So I am off to dye my beard, fake tan, be too hot and bothered in the room, and potentially be kept up all night by teenagers enjoying their prom. So I shall see you in the morning.
Also got patches of damp coming through the plywood, which is not a great sign. Although there was more to see upstairs, the second bedroom definitely wasn't fit for purpose. They bought the house for £68,000 and wanted to turn it into a rental opportunity on a budget of £15,000. The theme continues through.
Good morning. Just having a little bit of morning homes under the hammer while I'm getting ready to go off to work. The temperature has plummeted here, and guess who forgot to pack a sensible coat? Usually I pack my little padded North Face coat. I haven't packed that. I haven't packed any jumpers. I have one jacket, thankfully, that I threw into the suitcase as a last minute option. Here it is. I thought I'd throw this into the suitcase just in case. Thank goodness I did, because it's rather nippy. So that is my outfit for today, and yeah, it's time for me to go and start filming, so I will probably catch up with you this evening. Well, it is now evening time, and it is a beautiful evening. I've just got back to the hotel room, and the first thing I'm going to do is spray my face with this L'Occitane Fresh High Moisturising Mist. It's hydrating. It's almost like water, but it's got like, it's got like a little bit of moisturiser in it, but only a tiny bit. I feel really dry and sticky, and a bit hay fevery and itchy. So I do like this stuff just to kind of refresh, because yeah, I think it's hay fever. I think that is what makes me feel like this. I've also ordered myself a cheeky takeaway because it is Friday night and I was feeling in the mood. So I've gone for chicken gyoza. Oh, that looks nice. I'll get straight involved with that. Thai chicken curry. Oh, good. A nice refreshing Diet Coke. It's absolutely rammed downstairs in the hotel lobby and hotel bar. It's another prom night, so I'm having a chill one in my hotel. I'm going to watch some TV. I fancy watching anything that's on, just flicking through the channels and enjoying a bit of telly. And I'm going to get showered and have a nice early night. Good morning, it's Saturday morning and I am up. I'm going to go down to get some breakfast here at the hotel, and I packed my bag up, and then I'm going to go straight from breakfast to head into Leeds for a little look around. Made it into Leeds city centre. I have not dressed for the weather, as you can see. It's a drizzly day, and here I am dressed like this. I have come to the art gallery. I'm not sure if it's actually open. It's got some kind of construction going on at the front here. Maybe there's a different entrance. It does say on Google that it's open today, but it looks rather closed. Well, there's no sign of it being open around the back either. Yeah, I think this is completely closed at the moment. Such an idiot. That's the town hall. The gallery's up ahead of me here, so there we go. Leeds Art Gallery, and we've also got a library here, which I love. Well, that was well worth a look. I really enjoyed that look in the art gallery, and I'm glad that I finally found it. The taxi driver had said to me, it's just that building over there, when I jumped out of the taxi, so I went straight for the first one up ahead, which did look rather like an art gallery to me. It kind of reminded me of the National Gallery, so hence the confusion there. Now I am heading more into the city centre. I want to do a bit of shopping today. Now we've done our culture, I have the excuse to. And I just thought we'd have a nice little wander around and see where the mood takes us. The art gallery also is free to go into, and it has a really nice cafe. It's the tiled hall with beautiful tiles all over the ceiling. And also there's a library in there that's full of art books that you can go and flick through at any time. So yeah, really nice place to visit. So this is where we've just been. That's Leeds Town Hall that I did a little lap around, and then the art gallery's here. And there's also Leeds Central Library to the side of it, so I'm guessing that was kind of underneath where I was looking at the art books in the library there, which is kind of connected through to the art gallery. And then you have the Henry Moore Institute, there's St Anne's Cathedral just down this way. So yeah, lots to see. This place here called The Light, I think this is shopping, I'm not sure, let's go and have a look. I think this is mostly food places. You've got Bagel Factory down there, ZZ, Nando's. What else have we got? Just coming up to the next level. Yeah, there's a Prezzo over there. Yeah, so this is all kind of like a food court, I think. It says for day and night. Oh, there's a gym as well. And there's a View Cinema. It kind of reminds me of, is it Printworks in Manchester? I think that's what it's called, where it's kind of like, there's a few restaurants inside and a cinema near the Northern Quarter. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Just heading towards the city centre now. I've spied a TK Maxx. Argos is here, there's a Home Sense in front of me. Might do those on the way back. I feel like it's a bit early in the day to be tackling TK Maxx. I feel like I need another coffee before that. I'm on a street called Vicar Lane, which seems to have all of the kind of designer stores on it. I've spotted Boss over there. There's the Ivy down that way. Actually, it's kind of a mixture, because there's also like a Sainsbury's local and a Cafe Nero and the Futon Company. So there's a few furniture stores here, by the looks of things. There's also like flannels across the road. And there's this lovely arcade here as well, this Victorian looking arcade. So I thought we'd go and have a little look in here. It's called County Arcade. The only place to shop designer and the everyday. Love that, we love to mix and match here, don't we? Oh, they've got a snug showroom. This is the first time that I've ever seen a snug showroom or snug sofas kind of displayed like this. Obviously you can order them all and they have their fast delivery. So I've got a snug sofa in the loft, you might have seen. And at the moment they've got up to 50% off everything. Summer clear out on over 500 lines. I'll take you in for a quick look in here actually, because I have additional discount that you can use. Let's go and have a look, and then if anything catches your eye, I will leave my discount code in the description box. This is the one that I've got, but I've got it in, you can get it in different segments. I've got it with like the chaise part and then a footstool, and you can kind of add bits onto it. It's called the Big Chill, and I really like this one. This is the Cloud Sunday. So this one comes with the option of a footstool, and most of these sofas have all different sizes and configurations. This is the same one as the one that I've got in the loft again, but this is in the navy blue, just as the two-seater. But yeah, as I say, you can get the extension with the chaise section or a footstool to go with it. Yeah, I can highly recommend these snug sofas. I'm absolutely loving my one in the loft, and with the summer sale being on, it could be a good time to have a little browse if you are in the market for a new sofa. I remember when I was researching to get mine, I just looked at so many different options, and I like the fact that those ones come in sections, in boxes that can all get really easily transported around your home. So if you've got like narrow hallways and stairs like I've got, they're really easy to get into the home, and they've got loads of different styles to choose from. So I'll leave you my link, which will give you the additional discount if you are shopping their sale this summer. What a gorgeous arcade. This is fab. Oh, this is so cool. They've got Vivienne Westwood here. Oh, I've just seen Anthropology have a sale on. I think it would be rude not to have a quick look in here. This is a very swish shopping centre. Got the Kirkgate Market here. We'll go and take a look. Spied by the city markets, we have the Yorkshire Cancer Research, so I think a little bit of charity shopping is in order. Let's go and have a look. Oh, it's closed. Maybe they've popped out for lunch. There is a British Heart Foundation though, so fear not, we will do some thrifting in Leeds. I'm still on Vicar Lane, by the way. Lots of displays ready for Pride. There are Pride celebrations in London today that I'm missing. There we go, shop with pride. That Leeds has a kitty cafe on Kirkdale. I have shopped until I've dropped. I went into Marks and Spencer's and went wild. I have bought some lovely food bits. I bought some new tops to try on back at the hotel. Anthropology did not disappoint. So now I'm sitting outside Pret with a nice iced mocha to refuel. We're starting to get the shopping sweats, and I'll show you what I picked up back at the hotel. Okay, I am back from the shops. On the way back from the shops, I saw there's this place here called Headingley, And it's so fun on a Saturday because everybody there, I think it's quite a studenty area, and all outside the pubs and outside the bars there, everybody's in fancy dress. So it's really funny driving through because you just see loads of superheroes and different fancy dress costumes. It looks like that's going to be a fun night tonight. I will be staying here at the hotel this evening. I've got quite a lot of admin-y bits to do and some editing to do. So I think once I've shown you everything that I got from the shops, which is quite a lot, we have been on quite the shopping spree. Yeah, once I've done that, I think I'm going to do an hour or two of admin and editing. And then also there's quite a nice gym and swimming pool next to the hotel, and I think it's open until 9 PM, so I might go swimming this evening and maybe do a little workout. So that's my plan for the rest of my Saturday. But yeah, I hope you're having a lovely weekend, whatever you're up to this weekend. Do let me know in the comments how you've been spending it. And let's get into the bits and pieces that I bought. It's going to be a very eclectic haul because I've been to Poundland, the charity shops, I've been to Marks and Spencer's for food, I've been to Marks and Spencer's for fashion, I've been to the Anthropology sale, so it's a bit of everything haul. So let's get straight into it with the M&S bag. So I thought this evening, as I'm not going to be going out and I fancied trying to get some nice healthy food, I thought I'd pick up some bits in Marks and Spencer's, and I also got some bits in the Leeds city centre market as well. So first of all, I picked up some nice olives. There was a little olive stall in the market, also some vine leaves as well, and some stuffed tomatoes. So it was this lovely little Turkish place, and they just weigh it out at the deli counter there. So I just got like a few olives and some vine leaves that are stuffed, and also the tomatoes, which I think have, is it feta in them, I think. So yeah, that's part of my little picnic for my hotel picnic tonight. And then also, I picked up in Marks and Spencer's one of these poke bowls. This is the Bang Bang prawn with peanut, coconut and chilli dressing. I thought that sounds delicious and really nice for summertime. And then I got some skier yogurt as well in Marks and Spencer's. I've got a couple. I thought I might have one this evening, but also I quite like to have these for breakfast time. I'm just not sure about how I'm going to keep them cold. I think what I'll do is maybe just wet the hand towel in the bathroom and wrap it around it, because I don't have a fridge here in the hotel room and it's quite warm in here. I think I'll just do that and I'm sure it'll be fine. I've actually got a couple of Diet Cokes over there by the bed, so they're chilled, so I might pop one of those in with it and I'm sure it'll keep it cold enough. And yeah, these are nice high protein snacks. So I like my skier yogurts, and this one's vanilla, and I've got a blueberry as well. And then I also picked up, I'm going to pop this away for tomorrow as well when I'm filming, a salted caramel flavoured protein milkshake, and this is 20 grams of protein in there from M&S. And I think this is new as well. They had a few different flavours of this. They had banana and chocolate as well, so I thought I would give that a go. And then in Poundland, I picked up some of these cold sore patches. I did have a cold sore not so long ago. It popped up out of nowhere, and I don't know if it's because I get really dry lips sometimes in the summer, or maybe it's to do with sunscreen, I'm not sure, but I think I was just a bit run down, to tell you the truth. And you get a 15 pack for £1, and I haven't tried these ones before, but I'm pretty sure they're probably the same as kind of like the leading brands, which can be really pricey, can't they? So I thought I'd give that a go. It says best results start to use as soon as you feel the tingle and use throughout an outbreak until the cold sore has fully healed. And then I also got some I've done something to my back again. It's not my lower back, thankfully, this time. Yesterday was full on packing up the house, and I don't know what I've done, but I've done, you know, in the, oh, what's it called? Is it your shoulder blade at the back? In there, I've pulled it a little bit. And in the past, I've used heat, which I don't think is the best thing sometimes. So I've got some freeze gel just to go on that. It's nothing bad, but it's just twinging, and I was noticing it really a lot in the night last night, so I need to stretch that out in the gym later, but I've got my freeze gel just in case. This is only £1 as well for a big tub like that. And then I bought some toothpaste while I was in Poundland because they've got the Oral-B, and this one is the extra white, and this is £1 I think, or £1.50. I can't remember. I think this might have been £1. It's only 75ml though, so it's quite small. And I think that's everything that I got in Poundland, apart from a big bottle of water, which I thought was a really good price. Ugh. Cheapest I found water this size. This was 1.5 litres for 50p, so I thought that was very good in Poundland, because these days you're lucky if you get a big bottle of water for under £1, aren't you? So next up, let's go to the charity shops next. So I picked up some really good bargains actually, and the charity shops in Leeds city centre are fantastic. So first of all, I picked up these trousers. These were £10 and these are brand new as well. So they're from ASOS. So there's quite a few brands that are stocked in the charity shops now, I noticed. So we have, in scope, there was ASOS, and I also think, was it some Zara that I saw? I can't remember. I think there's Zara, ASOS. Oh, Boohoo Man was in the other charity shop. And I saw some Reese bits as well, it's all brand new. So it's worth looking, because I think a lot of these brands are donating to the charity shops now. So yeah, these are Top Man trousers, and they've got a nice little pleat sewn into them at the front. There's a word for that, isn't there? But I can't remember what it is. But I tried them on, and there's also a bit of stretch. So they're kind of, yeah, pleated, which I like, but also there's a bit of stretch in them. And it's a nice, quite thick fabric too. And I find this colour so versatile. I always wear these kind of chinos and trousers because they just go with everything, as you can see. So yeah, very good for £10. And I also picked up this Boohoo Man shirt. This is brand new as well with the tags on. And this one was £6.75. And it's this nice check, quite autumnal, but then it's kind of patchwork. So it goes, it's like 3 different shirts have all been sewn together. So you've got another one going on there and then another one there, and it's the same down below. So I thought that was quite cool. And it's nice and soft fabric. I've had ones like this before, and they're quite easy to just throw on as a kind of outer layer over a t-shirt or a vest in the summertime. I thought that was a really good price as well for a brand new shirt. So very pleased with those bits from Scope. And then in British Heart Foundation, I picked up this Zara shirt. It's a short sleeved one, and it's quite a boxy fit, and it's like this navy blue colour with the white stitching and then the 2 simple pockets on the front. Do we call this like a utility shirt? I think we do, but I could be making that up. And the buttons on it are metal as well, so really nice quality. And this was £8. And then just on my way out of the city centre, I thought I'd walk kind of in the direction of where the hotel is, if that makes sense. I was kind of heading north out of the city centre. That's where I popped into Poundland. I did snap a few bargains in there, some nice homeware bits, which I'll share on my home Instagram account, Mr. Carrington Home. I might pop a reel on there as well, because I did manage to get a few video clips. But in doing that, I forgot to get vlog footage, so apologies. But they had some nice homeware, so do have a look in Poundland if you haven't done so recently, because they've got some nice bits in, some nice summer homeware. What was I saying that for? Oh yeah, the big Poundland that I went into was on the way kind of out of Leeds city centre heading north. I've forgotten the street, but there was a Victorian arcade there that had a cancer research charity shop in it as well. And along the inside of the arcade, they had tables outside that were kind of lined up like a boot sale, and everything on the tables was £1, which I think is a great thing for charity shops to do. Have a bit of a bric-a-brac stand on the outside to kind of encourage people to go in, especially if they can do the bargain prices like that. So I did pick up a couple of bits from the bargain £1 table. The first thing that I got was this tea light holder or candle holder. I just thought this was so lovely. I think it's probably maybe a little bit Christmassy, but I guess you could put it out any time of year with it being a star. But I love the look of this. I think maybe for Christmas time this would look really nice with maybe like some little bits of pine decorated around it, a white candle in there. And just imagine that like popped outside on a little stool, you know, like a little rustic wooden stool with a few pine cones and berries. I think that looks lovely. It's kind of White Company vibes, isn't it? Or just this nice kind of rustic kind of farmhouse style with the corrugated tin and the star cut out. Really, really nice. I think it's the sort of thing that you'd see like outside a posh florist with some nice wreaths and things. So I think I can make this look fabulous for winter time, I think. So I'll probably pop that one away. And I guess it'll be fine outside or indoors too. It's still got the little tag on it, so I think it's pretty brand new. And yeah, £1 for that. And then I also spotted these cards. Now I have bought recently, I mentioned it on my vlog, some tarot cards from the charity shops, but I spotted these ones as well, and these are chakra cards. So there's 100 cards here, and it says channel more confidence, creativity and joy in your life. So are you ready to discover the journey of self-discovery and unlock your hidden energies and power? These cards are filled with knowledge and activities to guide you through each of your 7 chakras and to send you on the road towards enlightenment. And I'm really into all of my spiritual stuff and this kind of thing, so I will be enjoying reading these and discovering more about my chakras. I think it's all about the energy, isn't it? So hopefully you're getting good energy from my vlogs. I hope so. I hope I'm radiating some positivity. I'm not that familiar with my chakras, so I want to know more about them and what each one means. And so yeah, I will be discovering more about my chakras. My heart chakra, what else have we got? We've got affirmations in here. There's some yoga poses as well. And there's the throat chakra. There's all different ones, isn't there? So yeah, I will be learning more about those with my new cards. And those were £1 as well, so it has some really good bits outside. I did have a look at this like Disney World container, which was from Disney World Tokyo. I just thought it looked quite cool, but I think it might have been an ashtray, so I didn't get that. And also I don't need random pieces of china like that, but I kind of was intrigued by that. You might have seen it in the footage. Anyway, moving on, let's go to anthropology next. Oh, before we go there actually, I got my 3 for 2. Do you remember me complaining about the price of these now that I always use for my hair, my got to be glued hairsprays? £2.25 in Superdrug, which is kind of like alright price for one, because I've seen them up to £2.99. Thank you very much, far too much for this size, 100ml. But at the moment in Superdrug, they've got a 3 for 2 on them at £2.25. So yeah, I got 3 for £4.50, which is pretty good going. And when I get the small ones, I just need to make sure I put the ones away that I'm not using like one here, there and everywhere. So these will go away till I finish the one that I've got on the go, and then I'll get out a new one. I saved myself a bit of cash there. So next up, I got, oh, this was so sweet. In the market, there was this little shop. I've actually got the business card here. Give them a little shout out as well. So they're called Chill Cats, and they do customised pet portraits. And her name is Cindy, and if you want to check out her work, you can visit her Instagram, which is chillcats.hk. And they had beautiful prints and cards and different gifts, and I picked up these cards. So the first one here reminded me of Pumpkin, little King Pumpkin there enjoying a tea party, an afternoon tea. And I thought this was rather like Mittens, little mystic Mittens with the crystal ball here and the crystals out, the tarot cards, and then all these pet portraits in the background as well. I just thought these were such lovely illustrations and lovely little cards, so I picked up both of those. And then in anthropology, they had the sale on, but it was kind of hidden, so I looked upstairs at the homeware, and then the sale was kind of like round the corner in a separate room, and there was a few bits of homeware in there. I did pick up a couple of candles. I thought these were such a steal. Anthropology candles always smell amazing. Whenever they've got them lit in the shop, you walk in and it just smells absolutely stunning. And they also come in really beautiful containers too. So I picked up 2 of these. I've got 2 the same. I thought they'd actually make lovely gifts. And these were down to £16 each. So you've got this really nice floral design and the stripes and a little butterfly on the top here. And this one is Night Gardenia, so it's got the top note of blooming gardenia. The middle note is salted guava, and the base note is smoked tonka. And this is so lovely. It really smells, oh, it's just got that really kind of like inviting, it's quite sumptuous, very, very fragrant. Like you're walking through a garden that's got some kind of creeper with flowers that smell amazing. Then you might have like a gent over there with a nice aftershave on, so you're getting a little bit of whiff of that as well. And then like hot summer air. That's the vibe. It is nice. And this, yeah, 16 quid for this. And the price originally was £42. So I think this will make a lovely gift, but I'm gonna take the old sales stickers off first before I put it back in its tissue paper so I don't forget. Oh, why do they do this? I wish they wouldn't stick them in awkward places like this. You know, when it's like really tricky to get the label off and it leaves the residue. I wish the sale labels could go on the sticker rather than on the actual ceramic container. But talking of the container as well, once this is burnt through, you've got a nice little storage jar there, so I thought that was lovely. And then whilst I was in Marks and Spencer's getting some food for this evening, I did have a look at the men's fashion, and a few things fell into my basket. So I think the fashion in there at the moment is so good, and each of these pieces I really loved. I probably won't keep them all, but I thought I didn't want to try them on in store. I wasn't in the mood, so I thought I'd buy them and I'll do a little try on, and I might film a little try on for Instagram and then see what I want to keep and return. So see what you think of these. So first of all, I picked up this one. I really loved the colours in this. So you've got like the really dark kind of terracotta and the blacks and the kind of more neutral beiges in there, and a nice bold print, and it just feels like really nice quality. It's quite thick, quite weighty, and yeah, I just thought that was really nice. I'll link all of these in the description box in case you want to shop any of them for yourself. And then we have this one. I got this in an XL, I didn't have it in a large, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a little bit too big, but I thought it would be quite nice to wear it kind of quite nice and loose. And this one's got this really nice kind of ribbed fabric, and then the two stripes going down. Again, it feels really nice and thick, nice quality. And then this one I saw on the mannequin, a similar blue to the one I've just shown you, but this has a kind of geometric design on it, and it doesn't have the buttons. This is more like a polo shirt, like polo t-shirt, but really nice and simple. And this with some white shorts or some cream shorts, which I already have, or some linen trousers potentially. I just think so nice for summer. So yeah, I was really impressed. They've got loads of nice clothes in at the moment. I think all of the women's fashion in there too is really strong. I went past some of the kind of accessories and some of their handbags, especially if you like your basket bags and stuff. Well worth a look. Really nice stuff for summer. So very impressed with Marks and Spencer's recently. I'll link all of these ones in the description box, as I say. And yeah, I think tomorrow morning before I go off, I will film a little try on haul with those. So if you want to see how they look on, you can head over to my main Instagram, which is Mr. Carrington. Right, it is time for me to crank up the laptop. The time has come. So the time is now 6 PM. This is what happens, isn't it, when you sit down at the laptop to crack on with things. But I have ticked off a lot of my jobs. I have the Notes app on my phone, and it links up to the Notes app on my laptop, and that's how I do it. I just have the little, like the bullet points, but you can tick them, you can press them. I don't know if you've heard this, but apparently there is something about list writing and ticking lists off that can be really kind of beneficial to your mental health, and it makes tasks more satisfying if you actually write a list and then tick it off. So are you with me on that? Do you enjoy writing a list and then crossing it out, ticking it off, pressing the thing which makes it tick digitally, any of those things? I find it very satisfying, and apparently there is scientific evidence to prove that that actually is really beneficial for us as well. So I have ticked off a few little bits on my list. I've done some tedious jobs, incredibly tedious ones, which I don't mind doing once I'm kind of sat down, I have a coffee in hand, I got myself a little latte from the Starbucks downstairs, and yeah, I don't mind doing it, but I have to be in the right frame of mind, and also I have to have the right setup. The desk in here is great, the light is not so great, so every time I was trying to refer to my phone or look at one of my bank cards to fill out some details, I was having to pay for a few things as well, I couldn't see properly. There's no lamp at the desk and there's no light at this side of the room. It looks quite bright on camera, but it's actually very dark at the desk area. So I have got my portable lamp with me that I use for filming, and it's actually quite handy for the purpose of just clipping on next to a desk if you do want some additional light. This is so brilliant to take on your travels, because as well as making all your photographs, just pop it up there to show you the difference, as well as making all of your photographs look brighter if you're taking some nice pictures, because you can clip it onto your phone as well, you can also use it as a reading light or a desk lamp in your hotel room. So I will link that for you. It's available on Amazon, pretty reasonable, and it also has different settings, so you can change the warmth of it. As you can see, you've got like the warm light and the daylight as well, and it also just clips over the selfie camera on your phone, so you can like clip it on and then take selfies with it. If you, oh, that's not very flattering, is it? That's enough to give you nightmares. I hope you're not watching this before you go to bed. Now, one job that I have just ticked off is my ESTA visa application, because I do have a little trip planned to the US, which I will share more about in a future video. A very exciting one, and I would like to know in the comments, as part of this trip, I think I'm going to have a day in Orlando, Florida. So if you had one day in Orlando, Florida, how would you spend that day? If you've been there before, what should I definitely see? What would be the top of your list? Let me know in the comments, and I will share more about that trip with you very soon. So do stay tuned for that. It's going to be a very exciting travel vlog, that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to close the laptop down now and maybe go swimming, and then settle in for a picnic on the bed and an early night. Good morning. I'm going to wear this charity shop number today. I have decided, out of all of my options, which I normally would obviously wash it before wearing it, but it smells lovely and clean. It smells freshly laundered, and I know that the trousers are brand new. So there we go, that is my outfit. Let me just pop you down here. That is my outfit for today. Oh, it's all wonky now. It feels like how I feel. I need to get coffee. So yeah, I'm off filming now. And very busy day. Got a lot of cleaning to do today. So I'm out of here, and I'll probably catch up with you maybe on the train later on. I do want to show you the progress at home, because yeah, the builder has been very busy when I get home in the kitchen. So yeah, I'll catch up with you a little bit later. I'm all wrapped up for today, and I'm now on the train back to London. And what we do is give you an update of how the kitchen is looking in the morning. Good morning. Well, it is the next day. I'm back home, and I've popped you on the shelves that are normally behind me when I vlog in the kitchen, because as you can see on the other side, the shelf is now up, which I am very pleased about. I think it's looking fab. Got the 2-in-1 primer and undercoat, which actually goes on really nicely. And I'm pretty much at the end of my tin now. So what I've done is scraped out the remaining paint. There's only a little bit left. Popped some cling film on this plastic tub and screwed the lid on nice and tight. So I've got this little bit to go around and do any touch-ups that I see before I go on with the colour, which is yet to be decided. So I think a trip to the DIY shops to look at all the paints is in order. I might pop into Farrow & Ball, have a look at their colours. I'm kind of debating changing the colour of the lower cabinets now. They're this kind of sagey minty green, but I don't know. I'm not sure whether once I paint this, I'm going to still like them. So I don't know. I'll have a look and see what I think. So that'll be in a future vlog, but yeah, let me show you a bit closer. This is the primer undercoat that I've been using, and it's really good. It goes straight onto bare wood. It dries incredibly quickly, so it's the 2-in-1 product. And this has done loads in the home. So I've done a couple of doors with this, I've done all different areas. We've even managed to do the stairs going up to the loft that needed a good prime and undercoat. So yeah, a little goes a long way with this. It is a 10-litre tub, but yeah, it has managed to do loads of little jobs around the home, so I do recommend that one. And then this is the shelf. So these are the brackets that are from Wix, and as you can see, it goes right the way across. I've just propped one thing on there to give you an idea of how it's looking. This tray was actually from Poundland. It looks lovely propped up there, but it's quite deep up here too, so I can definitely fit quite a lot on here, and the builder has made it really nice and strong. It's fixed in at the sides as well. But yeah, I'm just really pleased with how it is looking. I've got the the tag still on here. This is what it's called in case you're interested. The tapered arch matte black, and I've gone for the 150 by 150 mil on that one. So yeah, that is where the kitchen is at. So the next job will be painting. I've got more painting to do on the ceiling, and then painting all of the paneling and the shelves. And it'll just be a case of giving it a really thorough organised and making everything look lovely. So I feel like we really are starting to make some progress. But I'm going to end the vlog here because I'm going to head down to the library and edit it now. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you did, do give the video a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already. I post new videos every single week. And they're a mixture of home stuff, renovation updates, boot sale trips, and travel vlogs. Have a lovely rest of your day or evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this one. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you very soon. Bye.